Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome to another episode here from Mirrorheim. So, well, first off, how are you all doing? I hope you are all doing fantastic. I'm doing good. I have a lot of stuff planned for today, and speaking of a lot of stuff planned, this video is probably going to end up being longer than normal, because I plan on building a building here, a building here, a building here, and maybe even working over there. So we have a few big projects today. There's going to be a lot of time lapsing. There's actually even a fifth and sixth project I might try and squeeze in today, just to kind of get just a bunch of big things done, and I think that'll be fun. I did ask a while back in the Discord for questions that I was going to be answering in an episode. It wasn't actually going to be this episode, but I am going to be doing it today. So if you guys did want any of those questions answered, I will be answering them today. So feel free, stick around and enjoy the episode. I am gonna get my camera account set up, and we're gonna build. What are we building here? This is the smithy, right? Yeah, the smithy. So let's get started. So I really hope you guys like building and talking, because I have just been building a lot. I've probably spent the last 6 hours building, and I may still have to build some more stuff. So we are just going to hop right into this. I'm going to start answering questions, and I actually have a good amount of them this time, and I actually remembered to put names next to them this time, so I remember who asked. So we are going to start off with simply the first one. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. It's a really easy one. Number one, Bulbasaur. Straight up. I'm sorry. I know all you people like Charmander, but Bulbasaur's the best. That's just personally how I feel. If that makes you click away from the video, I apologize. But hey, we're going to keep moving on. Let's see. That was actually asked by Anthony WP, who actually had a good amount of questions. So we are going to answer another one of his. What is your favorite shape of pasta? Honestly, just bow tie or just straight up normal spaghetti are usually, you know, good ones to go with. I don't really have any issues with pasta in general. I like the little tube shaped ones. I'm drawing a blank on the name, even though I just read a wicked funny thing about them yesterday, because when I was a kid, I'd put them on my fingers and like poke people in the face. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I did it back when I was a kid. Let's see, where do we want to go next? As I said, that was also Anthony W, so let's move on. Actually, Mr. Minion here asked if I will be doing the Behind the Defense channel. For those who don't know what that is, it is a channel that I've been talking about doing along with this channel, but it is not in any way related to gaming. I'm practicing blacksmithing right now. I also do a lot of gardening, and I do have a few farm-like animals, chickens, goats, stuff like that. And I want to make a channel that kind of revolves around those types of things. So I would teach you guys a little bit of smithing, how to have gardens, animal care, fishing, maybe some survival and hiking things, maybe outdoor vloggy stuff. I don't actually know how far I'd go with what I would and wouldn't put on the channel, but I do still hope to do it. I have talked about it multiple times in the past, because I let it slip once, and then I was actually asked about it in a podcast that I did, which if I remember, I will link in the description down below, so make sure you guys check that out if you want to know a little bit more about me. But Behind Defense is, and it's behind D space fence, so it's kind of like, you know, being behind a fence. It's a play on my name. Actually, a friend of mine thought of that, and it was actually really fun, and I was like, you know what, I'm keeping it. So that is, as I said, something I will hopefully be doing in the future. I wanted to start it this spring. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but I will keep you guys in the loop, and feel free to ask me any questions in the Discord if you'd like any more specifics. So let's move on. Let's see. Will you ever branch out to a wider variety of games or stick to Minecraft? That was asked by Xander Gaming. For those who don't know, I do a lot more than Minecraft. So right now, my channel is mainly Minecraft. Minecraft is probably the more popular thing. And right now I am doing 2 separate Minecraft series. I am doing this one, which is technically vanilla tweaked. It's all vanilla with a couple little I don't really want to call them mods, but they're pretty much they're labeled as vanilla tweaks. You know, it's decorative things, the armor stands, textures, stuff like that, different sounds. So I do that. I also do Techtopia, which we're on season 4. That is a mod pack created by a gentleman by the name of Tango Tech, and it's pretty much it started off as Villager Overhaul and pretty much turned into its own game itself. You start off building a village and have to keep them alive, which is pretty fun. I enjoy it. I am playing with my buddy Sean and buddies Sean and Max at the moment, and that's really fun. But non-Minecraft stuff that I do, in the past I've done Banished. I think I did Cities Skylines. I cannot remember if that's actually on the channel. Don't Starve Together. I actually have 2 separate seasons of that. The new season is on hold for the moment because me and the other guy we're recording with can't really get together right now due to work-related stuff and obviously pandemic-related stuff. So I do that. I said Banished. We're doing No Man's Sky. I did a pretty big series on that. Me and Sean actually started that together about February or May of last year, maybe even April. I can't remember. And I am currently also doing Farming Sim. That is actually very fun. I really enjoy that. If you guys want to see any of that stuff, obviously everything is available on the channel. Just look out for the playlists, and that's the best way to do it. I do want to do more games. There are plenty of games I'd love to do in the future. The problem is time. I do still work a full-time job, and as I said, I have a pretty decent-sized garden and animals to take care of daily, along with other things. I'm actually teaching myself to play the piano right now, reteaching myself how to play the flute, and trying to squeeze in smithing practice whenever I can. So there's always a lot going on, and as I said, I would love to do more content, but I can't. Maybe if I quit my job, who knows? We'll have to see what's going on. But that, as I said, was a question by Xander. That was pretty loaded on my end. You know, another quick one by Xander. Also, the most important question, as he starts with, what's your favorite part of a Christmas meal? That's really tough. I am a huge fan of stuffing and green bean casserole. So I'd probably have to say one of those. And fresh green beans. None of this frozen stuff. You know, I'll take canned or straight from a farm. I'm not really a fan of frozen vegetables. I don't know. They have a funky taste to me. I don't know. But I'll grab a green bean and eat it straight off the vine, and I have no problem. So that's a little bit on me. But yeah, for those who don't know what green bean casserole is, it's green beans with cream of mushroom soup, if I remember correctly, and French onions on top. There's probably something else that goes into it that I'm forgetting, but I haven't made it in a while. So I'm not. Those are the 3 main parts of the recipe. If you look it up, you will find more. It's a really good food. I like it. But we are going to move on. Actually, Kyle34 asks, what is my favorite holiday? I don't really know. Honestly, as I've been getting older, New Year's Eve has been my favorite because I don't know. Most of you are probably a little younger, so you haven't really dealt with this. As you grow up, friends move. You know, people move away, they travel. Even if it's just 30, 40 minutes, you know, away, it's still farther away than they used to live. And you don't get together as often. And one of the things we do every year is on New Year's Eve. Me and not all of my friends. Some people have, you know, moved a little bit farther away. But a lot of us do get together on New Year's Eve and have like a party. And most of the time, it's the only time of the year I end up getting to see them. So honestly, I think that's personally my favorite holiday. Number 2 is St. Patrick's Day because it's the day before my birthday. So those are the 2 there. One is for friends, one is for selfish. So I thought I'd throw in both. Let's see. What do we got? Who or what motivated you to stream/make content? This is actually by Explicit. I have actually answered this question in the past, but I do not mind answering it again. So I had started playing Minecraft, and you guys are going to be amazed by this, and I get questions on it all the time. I hated Minecraft when I first played it. I thought it was stupid. And I hated the little green things that blew up. They looked ugly and they always snuck up on me. But a buddy of mine was like, hey, hop on, we'll play together. He taught me a little bit about the game, and I started looking around on forums for other people to play with online. You know, find a good server to join up. And I joined up with a group of guys on a server called Fort Rainbow Pony. And it was called that because one of the guys decided to build a big giant horse in the middle of like their little fort area. And then somebody else put a big rainbow off the back of it. So it became Fort Rainbow Pony. And I joined in with them pretty close to the end of that server, to be honest. And they were a bunch of wicked fun guys to play with. Past series, you might remember them, Mr. Chubbs. And if you were here really early on in streaming, there was also Pyro. Those two guys I gamed with a ton back then. And after that series had finished, we moved on to a new server, and I think that's when Quadcraft came out, and that's kind of what it started to being called when we started calling the server that, because we always just built circles and then just split the middle into 4, and people just kind of lived there. And it went from there, and they streamed. And like, I had never really done Twitch. This was 5 or 6 years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago now. Yeah, it was actually about 6 years come this February, because I remember that's I quit my job and totaled my car right before this happened. So yeah, it was about coming up on 6 years ago. Those two things are unrelated, by the way. Ask in the comments, I'll explain the story there, but I don't want to get too sidetracked here. They streamed all the time, and they kept saying, yo, D, come stream with us, come stream with us. And I was just like, I don't know what the streaming thing is. And they're like, dude, just make an account on Twitch. It's already set up on the PlayStation. Just link it and go. And it's kind of just been that way since. I've just never stopped, and it's been a lot of fun, and I've met a lot of great people so far, and I genuinely look forward to the future. So, Explicit, thank you for that question. It is one of my favorites, even though I do answer it all the time. I do love it. And we are going to move on because I have a lot of questions and not a lot of time. What is your secret to success with your first Techtopia season? This was asked by Nitro Ninja. Honestly, I think it was timing. Straight up timing. I had, right before that, the server I played on, which actually is related to an upcoming question that I will answer later, Planecraft had pretty much come to an end. Everybody had stopped. I think there's only 4 or 5 people from that server who still make content. Pretty much everyone else has stopped. People still play Minecraft. They still play Minecraft, but they don't really do content anymore. So that server had shut down. I wasn't having fun streaming anymore or anything like that. And I think that was in July, end of June, beginning of July, something like that. No, it was mid-June. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I stopped making videos. I stopped live streaming. And I didn't play video games for like 2 weeks. I just kind of did whatever, putted around, just did other stuff. And then I've been watching Tango Tech for years. By this point, he's actually a Minecraft YouTuber. If you guys don't know who he is, I do recommend checking him out. But he had been working on Techtopia and building up the whole mod and everything. And he was like, hey, it's going to be out, on this day. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. I'm going to make a video. We'll throw it up there and we'll go from there. So when I put up my first video, I think I had 43 subs, and this was the August before last, so probably about 16 months ago. And by the end of August, I think I put that out the 8th or 9th of August, something like that, the first or second week, and I kind of blew up. For a tiny channel like mine, I'll consider it blowing up. And as I said, I think it was just timing. It was the fact that I was really excited for something, which I hadn't been in a really long time when it came to content. So I think those two things combined really helped. It is still the most viewed thing on my channel. I think it has like 14,000 views or something like that. And nothing else comes anywhere close, is that first episode. And as I said, I think it's part that it was timing. It was something created by a big YouTuber. So there was a lot of stuff going on around it, and the fact that I had a lot of fun with it, and you could, even looking back on it, I can see that I had a ton of fun with it. So that's that, and those are the only two things I can think of, to be honest. Let's move on. As I said, first video game you ever played. It's either Frogger or Pac-Man. I honestly can't remember. That was asked by Kyle34. As I said, it was one of those two, and it was back in like 97 or 98. So that's 1997 and 98, by the way, guys. So I don't actually remember. It was one of those two. I remember those two. I remember Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Tetris Attack, a bunch of Mario games, and then Diablo 1 and Neverwinter Nights. Those are the first games that I can remember personally playing. And it was so long ago, I can't actually remember which one was first. This is going to be a two-parter here. One is asked by Xander, and the other is asked by Dammit Kevin. What is your favorite alcoholic beverage, mead or scotch? And the other part, which is asked by Dammit Kevin, what's your favorite kind of mead I have drunk so far? Honestly, there's only been like 6 or 7 that I can remember off the top of my head, and the favorite has been oh, I forgot the name, and I even have the bottle inside because I have more of it to drink. I think it's called the Wicked Wench, by like it's made local to me, in Ipswich actually, and I can't remember what the name of the brewery is. Same thing. I will hopefully post it down below if you guys want to know. Just ask in the comments, and I will try and remember to pass it on to you. It is East Coast Northeast US is where it's made. I don't know how far it ships, so keep an eye out for it if you want. It's the Ipswich Meadery. I think it's like 1675 or 1775 or something like that, but it's called the Wicked Wench. I really like that. And as I said, that was by Kevin. And then let's see. I'm going to answer a couple of rapid fire ones from Anthony here. Favorite car? Phantom Vanquish. Why am I drawing a blank? I even thought of this one earlier when I was doing it because I watched, I was just watching James Bond last night. Pretty much a lot of the James Bond cars are my favorite cars. And I'm drawing a blank on who makes the Vanquish, even though I really should know. But they're beautiful looking cars and I love them. I'm not really a car guy, which is funny because I work with cars for a living. Car parts for a living. And I could honestly care less about cars most of the time. As long as it gets from point A to point B, it's good for me. But Aston Martin, that's what it is. But I do love the look of Aston Martin cars. Favorite band? That is a loaded question because I listen to a lot of music. Some of my favorites are Rise Against, Green Day. My brain just kind of shut down. It's been a really long day, guys. I've spent a long time recording today. Hold on, let me just pull up a couple more names. Flogging Molly, I can't believe I forgot about them. Let's see. Bring Me the Horizon's good. I like a couple of their songs, more of their like thrashy stuff, not more of their pop stuff. Chris Cornell, it's not really a band, but he's an individual. Smash Mouth. I'm gonna call the list there because I could go forever, because every time I go, it's just something else that I think of. What is your favorite genre of music? Also asked by Anthony. Same thing. I have a very eclectic taste in music, so I pretty much listen to anything. I don't like modern country, but I like the older style country, if that makes sense. That's pretty much it. Rap, rock, punk, R&B, you name it, I probably listen to it. My kick right now, mainly because I'm learning the piano, is piano pieces. Pretty much anything that's played on a piano right now is like my haul. That's the way to look at it. I did say I'd get to this one later. From Zombie Liam, do you wish Planecraft was still around now? Yes, I do. I have talked about it in the past, and I do get asked often in the comments about joining servers. I miss servers right now, I'm kind of fine rocking it solo, and if I did ever join a server, it'd be something more off. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to turn down an invite if it's a server that looks like it could be fun, but I'm more looking for a server that's maybe been around a season or two, you know, and runs usually maybe a year to 18 months, you know, without resetting. You know, I don't want to join a thing that resets every 4 months. You know, it's kind of, you don't really get stuff done there, and it takes a lot out of your content because you're just repeating the same, you know, 12 weeks of Minecraft, because you're getting all the setup done, and then you just get to building, and then it starts over again. So that's how I feel on servers, but I do miss Planecraft. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing with those guys. I do a lot with some of them still. If you guys have watched in the past, me and Mattis had done Stoneblock, which is like Skyblock but underground. Me and Sean met on that server. We still do a lot of stuff together. Me and him are doing Techtopia. We did No Man's Sky in the past. Me and Envy, actually, 4U2 Envy Pro, also met on that server. We still chat all the time, and he actually is doing a really fun Medieval Dynasty series right now, which I have been very much enjoying. If I remember, I'll try and remember to link all the people that I've been talking about down below. I really apologize if I do miss anybody. I will try and scrub through this footage and make sure I do get everybody. And let's see, let's move on. Your favorite food? Irish cheesy cornbread, straight up. It's cornbread with like 3 different types of cheese, and it's amazing. Google it, you'll get a recipe for it, trust me. Favorite cartoon? I don't even know where to start on this one. Because I don't know. Let's see, this is also, that and this one were also asked by Kyle 34, and I'm thinking the first one that comes to mind for older cartoons or Dragon Ball Z, or cartoons in general, are Dragon Ball Z and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Those are the first 2 that pop into my head, and those are all really good. I know not everybody's a huge fan of Dragon Ball, and it is technically more anime than cartoon, but I still loved it. And I count it among cartoons because it was on Saturday morning cartoons, so fits for me. Oh, I just remembered a bunch of other shows. Nope, those are my 2. We're sticking with those. We can talk more in the comments again. It's funny, I keep using my hand and pointing down, like in front of my webcam, forgetting there's no webcam for this. Alright, let's see. Besides Techtopia, what is your favorite mod/mod pack? I really like Immersive Engineering. It's a specific mod, and it's been a lot of fun in the past when I've used it. We actually do have it in the Techtopia series we're doing right now. It is one of the add-on mods that we have, more for decorative purposes, because there's a lot of stuff you can use for decoration in it, but it is kind of like I don't know the best way to describe it. It fits as early electronics. You know what I mean? So that's the best way I can think to describe it. It's early electricity. But I really like that. As for mod packs, I don't know. I really enjoyed Stoneblock. I really enjoy Skyblock. Sky Factory we tried recently. It was a bit different than what I thought it would be, but it's still a lot of fun. But I don't know. I haven't played enough mod packs to decide which my favorite is, but I can get back to you on that in the future. Will you ever make a Skyblock series? Maybe. Technically, Sky Factory is Skyblock-ish, but the problem with Skyblock is if you do it vanilla, it's kind of short run. No, it's not really length that's an issue for me, but I've done it before in a stream, and I don't know if I'd do it again. Modded, maybe. There are some Skyblock-ish stuff that I would love to do again. Stuff that I have done for streams in the past that I would love to do a series on. So we'll probably look into those, because there was a time where I stopped doing YouTube altogether. Like even before joining Planecraft, I really only streamed. I did put out content here or there, but nothing really much compared to what I did for streams. And I'm gonna answer this one here. Your favorite ice cream? Probably Rocky Road comes to mind. and chocolate chip cookie dough. That was asked by Kyle. But I'm going to say it's either... It's going to be one of those, probably both. But I don't actually know how long I've been talking, but it's probably way longer than the video. So let me go record more video, which I actually don't mind doing. I have a couple other little builds I can do, which I think will be fun. But I do hope you guys did enjoy the questions. If you have more questions, ask them in the comments below. I will try and answer all of the questions that you guys ask. And yeah, again, thank you for the previous questions you had. And I will see you guys when we hop back into the episode. Well, that there was a boatload of fun. It was a lot of building, but I finally have the warehouses done. I've had those spots marked out for a rather long time. But yeah, these will finally not look weird. It is funny how much the redstone block, the sand, and the obsidian stick out. But yeah, so unrelated to that, I hope you guys did enjoy the chat. Oh wow, look, it's so much better. I know it turns into one color now, but it looks so much better. Oh, we got this one too. I didn't even notice I grabbed that. Yeah. I'm happy. Those look really weird sticking off the side. I like it though. I like it. But yeah, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the answers to the questions. If you guys have more, feel free to put them in the comments down below. As I probably said several times in there, I apologize. When I start talking, I kind of repeat myself every once in a while, but it should be good. I hope you guys had the questions answered in a way that you'd like. Aside from that, you know, ask more in the comments, as I said. And if it's something simple, actually, you know what? Ask any question that you'd like. I will answer them in the comments down below for you. So, I did not do any decoration on the inside of any of these. I'll also be doing more work here, but those will either be in upcoming streams or upcoming videos. I just needed to get the buildings done, and I love it. You know, this was actually not originally supposed to be a smithy. This was actually built to go over in my logging area, and it was going to be an area like a lumber processing building. It was going to have an area where it was debarked, so you know that was going to be there. It was going to have an area where logs were cut. It had log storage. It had, you know, a little small smithy work area where the guy had fix and repair tools. And it was cool. This was because I was running out of vines, which is something I've added to the list that I completely forgot about, is a vine farm, so that I can get vines, because, you know, mossy stone brick is awesome. Oh, I actually meant to fix up recording the end of that little time-lapse bit. I noticed I was missing a bit there, missing a bit on the back side, missing the window right there. And I do know that this window is different. I meant to switch this other window over to the bigger window, because this tiny window is kind of pathetic. So I want to change it up, and I may make a majority of that back wall window, or I may keep the middle window, and I'm thinking of having a porch area out the front, you know, extending the roof. I'm gonna have the roof slant down from this bar out a little bit, and then maybe have a porch on at least one of them, maybe both of them. I don't actually know yet. And the only other thing I noticed is the building is either odd or even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is even. This is odd. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, hold on. What, 10? How did I not line this up right then? I don't know. There was something going on that's weird. So this isn't perfectly lined up on the edges, which means I'm just going to change this out for glass. I just didn't think about it till it just came down here. So we'll end up playing around with that. But as I said, I had a lot of fun with this. I had the other things that I was considering doing for the episode today was building some stuff up over here for the turtle the turtle farm. And then what we did here, I am going to be doing down in here all the way along this area, and we'll be putting the water back. We actually dug that out in the most recent live stream for this. And I have a lot that I want to get done in this area today, and those were other projects that we're probably going to get done today, but I am not going to lie. It is currently 6:15 at night. I started recording at 10:45 I started recording at 10:45 this morning, so for you video-wise, it's probably only been... No, this carpet's missing. It's probably only been like 25 minutes, but for me, it's been 7 hours. Which is honestly, I think, the longest single recording session I've done in a long time. But I had so much fun with it. I very much look forward to the next episode. I was planning on making this one longer. I just don't have the time. It's just not in the cards for this one. But Megasode or Epicsode or Mega Epicsode or whatever people like to call them, giant, really long Minecraft episode, probably coming up in the future, because I have a lot of stuff I want to do with that chunk of land right there, from the waterway to what I have planned for this. And it's all going to be a lot of fun, and I very, very much look forward to it. But with these builds done, there is the barracks and the wizard's tower, I think, are really the only things I have left that I know for sure I'm going to build in here. I want to expand the market. We're going to expand the market a little bit into over here, and I still have to do some stuff here, but and the docks. I actually have to do the docks and where the boats are going to be and stuff. But it's so much like this area over here, I think, looks a lot fuller, because over here it's just the two buildings, but I'll have to just figure out something small to put like there, and honestly I don't know what else. I also want to put like an area for horses, because I really don't have a spot for that. So I may twist the barracks a little bit, or actually I could set up some small stables inside here. Turn this into... Oh, actually, no, that's a lot thinner than I thought. Well, if you guys have ideas for smaller builds, feel free to let me know what you think. As I said, medieval RPG fantasy kind of deal. We're kind of keeping along those lines, but as I said, if you have any ideas on what we could put in a couple of different places in here, let me know in the comments down below. But with that, I am going to be calling it here. Again, thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.